Good. You know, you guys seem to be happy.
I ain't gonna hold you. I want to visit Detroit though. Real talk. I always wanted to visit Detroit. I gotta get out there. I gotta get out there and visit Detroit one time, bro. At least one good time. Check out the city. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I think it'd be dope. I think it'd be a dope experience to visit that. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I always wanted to visit since Beverly Hills Cop. I always wanted to visit ever since Eddie Murphy in Detroit. I always wanted to visit, but I just never went.
Happy with the direction the plans are going.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks really good.
I don't want to say they're going to be like the big dogs on the block, but
I mean, isn't that every house that we build?
Yeah,
literally every house that we build is the big dog on the block. So I don't look at it as a short-term investment. I look at it as a long-term investment. So I don't mind spending the money, and I don't ever plan on selling them. So I'd rather spend the money up front, and then, I'll make it back on the back end.
Those two lots are amazing. I mean, as far as the size goes, the location.
Yep. Yeah, they look really good.
I should have some elevations for you guys to look at over the next couple of days. I'm just juggling a bunch of things right now, but I'm kind of thinking about doing like something a little more temporary.
What do you mean?
Well, more modern.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like, let me ask y'all the question though, like real talk. When you're just taking care of business, when you're just doing things what you're supposed to be doing, you're making moves out here for the people that's in your group, or just for your life, or just for the future, or you starting a business, or whatever the case may be. You just taking care of business. Don't that give you a sense of dopamine? It's like, damn, I'm out this bitch just moving. Yeah, you working, you moving, you can't stay still, but you're constantly moving, but you're constantly progressing. You're constantly putting forth the effort to, make shit happen. Like you really out here doing the shit. You ain't just sitting on your ass. You out here moving, shaking and moving. Don't that give y'all a sense of dopamine, bro? Don't that give y'all that sense of, hell yeah, like this is what I'm talking about. Nigga, we moving. Like we actually out here putting shit in motion out here in these streets. Now everybody talking, but we putting shit in motion. Oh, let's see. Boy City says back in 2008, wanted to buy Detroit City blocks for $100,000 per block. Didn't know anyone there. I have a rule that only invest in things that are 20 to 30 minutes for my house, so I can be hands-on. No, I dig that. 100. I agree with that. I agree with that philosophy too. I definitely agree with that, especially starting out though. I think starting out, I think that'd be a great idea. You know what I'm saying? You buy up the area. You buy up the area as much as you can in the area that you live in, and then you start to expand out. So I believe in the whole go deep and then expand. Go deep, then expand. Because there're gonna be opportunities. Because when you got money and you got some liquid, and offer you can't refuse come up, and it may not be in your city. It's like, hey man, I might need to make this play. I might need to make this play. It may not be in my city, but I might need to make this play. And so you just like, nah, fuck that. I'll go ahead and make this investment, and shit, get to it. Yes, because here's my thing though. This is one of the reasons why I'm really hell bent on building this platform up too. Because this platform, what up, Joe? This platform is gonna pay for a lot of shit. It's gonna do a lot of shit. It's gonna open the doors for a lot of things, and a lot of investments are coming. I'm telling you, a lot of investments are coming. I got my eyes on a lot of different things, but I want to make sure I take care of what I need to take care of first before I start doing any of that. I want to make sure I take care of the things I need to take care of first. But we slowly building. We're not focusing on the fast growth. We're focusing on the slow growth. We taking care of everything on the back end. And then once all that's clear, it's game over. And we going crazy with it. It's going to seem like it's going to be like an overnight sensation. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like an overnight sensation. You're gonna be like, damn, this nigga buying up everything, ain't it? Yup. You right about that.
Oh, yeah. Contemporary. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
When do you anticipate that we're going to break ground on the other property?
Well, my anticipation is within
Oh, they got squatter laws in Detroit. That's different. The representative in that city is your eyes and ears. Yep, true. Had a homeless guy living there for a year before I could get him out. That's crazy.
about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because I've got the foundation people on board for last week of December, or October, first week in November, and then the thing is the unknown is the excavator, because he told me that he's free in 3 weeks, and that was a week ago.
Right. So I'm gonna take y'all past a couple projects, one of them that you're already familiar with, and then another one that you may not be so familiar with, but this is a project that we working on. So we about to break ground. We got everything marked off, including the tree over here. This tree is obviously on the neighbor's yard, but according to the city, we have to mark it off and make sure that it's like this and work with the neighbors and all of that. One of the things that we did out here was we also got four trees removed, and we got some trees cut off, some branches cut off of a tree that's kind of hanging. It was hanging over the property, but sewer lines is marked off. And then we also have some markings of exactly where the excavation crew needs to dig. And then everything is according to the permit. So we got a tree that was removed over here, tree that was removed over here, tree that was removed over here, and then two more back there. Most of them were dead except for two. So a couple of them was stumps. A couple of them was dead except for two.
That's a big ass front yard. That's a big ass front yard. That's one thing I miss about living in Alabama, boy. You get a front yard, man. Listen, you get a front yard and you get some backyard. Boy. Gary, Indiana is much better than Detroit for your profit margin. Word? I mean, I feel that too. I guess it also depends too on what's going on too and what's in that surrounding area. You know what I mean? So like if I were to do it, I'm not just gonna go and invest it in a property where ain't nobody going to. I'm gonna go where it's kind of high, or you may be a few minutes away from the actual city, or like the attraction sites and shit like that. On the outskirts of the city, you kind of out the way a little bit, but you can just kind of go. You can kind of drive into the city or whatnot. I think I'd be more interested in that and investing that way versus then investing right there into the city. Like, nah, G, give me right there on the outskirts where in a couple of years they're building things up, and especially paying attention to what type of warehouses they're building up around it, and just different things like that. That's what I would look for too. People trying to escape Chicago and rebuilding Gary. Oh, for real.
But this is going to be a very, very, very awesome project. And it's a lot more room than we expected for it to be, because we also got some concessions from the city. We have been working with the city on making sure that everything got permitted and got approved before we broke ground. A couple vlogs ago, I gave y'all an update, and I was letting y'all know that we redoing this house completely because I had some tenants move out. One of the things that I wanted to do was completely replace the garage door. It was like this bluish color, like this really light blue color that they had painted it, and they had painted the whole house a completely different color. But we redoing it in that we doing all new siding, all new insulation, all new everything. We already put a new roof on it. But the garage door is now all black. And then we getting the trim done around the top of the building. I'm gonna also take y'all around back to give you an update. This right here, as I told y'all previously, is the stone that's going to be going across the front and a little bit across the side of the house. And then I can actually see the side of the house is looking significantly different. Wow. It's going to be looking crazy. See, they starting to do it. Go across the side of the house. Looks really, really good. And you can actually see the difference of what it was before and what it's going to turn out to be. Looks really good, man.
Man, look at that
I
backyard.
really always have loved this backyard.
Boy,
I want to actually,
man, hold on, bro.
I really always have loved this backyard.
Man, listen. Man, listen. Look at that. Look at that back there. Boy, field day. Field day. But one thing will suck, though. You got to rake them leaves. Boy, no. Nope. I'm hiring a landscaping company. I'm not doing that. That's a lot of, listen, that's the only thing about it. Because you got a lot of trees. You got a lot of leaves to rake up. No, sirree. Not happening. I've had my full share of raking leaves. Nope. You got me all kinds of fucked up. Nope. No, not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. I think what I will do, I'll be cognizant of what the hell is all the way back there in them field though. In that field though. So I don't know. I will probably build a fence up like a big ass fence. Just in case shit try to come across it. Because ain't no telling what's back there. What kind of animals do they have over there in Detroit? I'm pretty sure they got deer and all that shit over there too, but I'm talking about them danger animals. They got bears up there. Don't they got bears up there in Detroit? Ain't no telling what's back there. At nighttime, you trying to go in the backyard, you trying to go in the back balcony and chill, trying to kick your feet up. You know what I'm saying? I see a fire pit over there. You trying to just, you trying to relax, smoke your cigar or some shit. And then all you gonna hear is like, man, listen, it's time to go in the house. It's time to go in the house. Time to go in the house. All those trees got to go, in my opinion. No trees, no leaves. Nah, but the thing is though, I like the trees though. It gives you the shade, kind of gives you that seclusion a little bit. I think what I would do, I would cut down a couple of them. I wouldn't cut down all of them though. Because I do know the luxury of having the trees, but I would just make sure that I will cut down the insignificant trees and I'll keep some. I'll keep some trees though. Just deer, coyote, and possum. Oh, okay, shit. Oh, whatever. Oh yeah, we straight there. Cause shit, we got coyotes over here in Arizona. So see them motherfuckers all the time.
I want to actually see this side because this deck is actually coming off of here, and we about to redo this deck. But it looks good. They doing both sides at the same time. They taking their time. It's gonna be the gray with the white trim. That's kind of my moniker, the gray with the white trim. Changing out the doors, changing out the windows, changing out everything.
Mm-hmm.
The cost of what it's taking me to do this, I believe it's like $30K for the siding and to redo all of the insulation and stuff.
Or I'll just plant one big ass tree. You know what I'm saying? Or I can do that, whichever one. Big ass oak tree.
From the garage door, I think that the roof cost me a little more than 20, a little less than 30. I don't remember exactly. And I've budgeted about 150,000 to redo this whole house. And obviously it's not just the outside. I'm gonna take y'all through as they progress into the inside, new cabinets, new bathrooms, new flooring, ripping out the ceiling, new lighting, new everything. The windows alone is gonna be over 20,000 on this house. So I've budgeted 150 and I plan on having all of these changes done before the end of the year. And that way we prepping it to get it ready to get it re-rented out at a higher rate going into next year. That's the biggest thing, is that you just gotta make the long-term investments. A lot of people don't like to make the long-term investments. They like to do everything short-term.
Yeah.
I'm not a short-term guy. I'm looking 10, 15 years from now, my goal is to have over 100 single family homes
That's true.
and at least 6 to 7 multi-unit. And I want them 100% paid for. And I don't do the Bird method. I don't do any of that refinancing and stuff. I build them, I buy them, I keep them up, and then I rent them out and I keep them forever. And then the goal is to ultimately have, you know, once you get 50, because I'm 43 now, but once you get 50, the goal is to ultimately have, you know, $300,000, $400,000 every single month after whatever expenses, obviously maintenance and insurance. Right, here's the $1 million question. My daughter spends the majority of her time inside of the T-Rex. The Cybertruck, that mug is right there. Honestly, I don't know when the last time that we drove that. That's for decoration only. But my daughter apparently pulled out my 911, and so she's been driving that, I'm assuming.
Listen, that bit clean though. I ain't gonna hold you, boy. I ain't gonna hold you. That bitch smooth. You dig? That bitch smooth. I got a couple of cars that I actually want, and I think I will be straight. I will be straight in vehicles. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's gonna be all the investments that I make is what's gonna pay for it. Once all the debt is gone, you know, once YouTube really kick into full effect and we making real bread from YouTube, oh man, it's gonna be. I'm telling you, when that switch flips, when that YouTube switch flips, you hear me? You gonna know. You gonna know. When it switches, it's game over. I ain't gonna brag. I ain't gonna do, but you gonna see subtle differences. You're gonna see subtle differences. Subtle. I ain't gonna sit up here just boast about it. It ain't gonna be one of those type of situations. You just gonna tell. You just gonna be able to tell, something different. It's something different. I can't put my finger on it, but something different. Something is different. But again, I'm telling you, I'm following a blueprint. I'm following the blueprint. I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm not rushing it. I'm not comparing myself to anybody else because of what they got going on and what they're doing. I'm focusing on Courtnee. I'm focused on the Courtnee Edgar Show. We're focusing on building the brand. We focus on building this platform. We're focusing on building. That's all we're focusing on. Focusing on building. Continue to keep putting out, continue to keep working, continue to keep doing what I got to do. Not trying to impress the Joneses. I used to be like that. Used to want to try to impress everybody. Focus on, damn, bro. Nigga, if I pull out with this, bro, this shit gonna be straight, man. Man, fuck all that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Fuck all that. When we step, we gonna step. That's what I'm focused on. When we step, we gonna step. Everybody who gonna be attached to me gonna be straight. That's what the main focus is. Be so impactful to the point that anybody who is within my vicinity, anybody who is attached to me, is automatically their value goes up. The price of the brand, the price of the bag goes up 100% because they're attached to me. Because they're attached to Courtnee Edgar. I'm telling you, Courtnee Edgar is going to be a household name, fam. You feel me? Hey, I'm telling you, listen, bro, it's gonna be some subtle changes. I made one. Listen, I said I made an Instagram post a while back, and this was before I even got close to 1,000 subscribers. I think it was around when I was like 300, some shit like that. And I was like, I ain't gonna even say I think I viewed it wrong when I said it. But I say you gonna know if I'm really getting to a bag because you're gonna see a rollie on my wrist. And guess what? The rollie on my wrist is not just gonna be some shit that I just got from like a pawn shop though. I'm making sure the first rollie that I get, I go pay cash for. We ain't doing layaway, and it's gonna be strictly from a YouTube bag. It ain't gonna be from because I saved up for it. Nope. We gonna make sure it's strictly from YouTube. And it's gonna be from one of those, it's gonna be from like, okay, well, I made this much this month. Bet I'm gonna use that to go pay for it. And I'm gonna bring y'all along with me as I go get it. I'm gonna bring y'all along with me as I go get it. You gonna know. Well, you gonna know I hit a threshold. You gonna know I reached the threshold, but we're gonna continue to keep going. But that's gonna be the first signal of a threshold that I hit. It's like, all right, he getting into it now. Like, hold on now. He walking into the rollie store. He done took a flight. Well, I don't gotta take a flight because all I gotta do is drive over all I gotta do is go to Scottsdale. I can go to Scottsdale. Do they got one in Scottsdale? Hold up. Let me see something. I don't think they do. Real quick. Let me see something real quick. I don't know if they got one in Scottsdale. Do they got one in Scottsdale? Don't be skipping with Joy in that video. Oh, listen. Boy, I'm gonna be walking fast in the month. Listen, bro, you see me smiling now. I'm gonna be smiling from ear to ear. I'm talking straight cheese and all 32 teeth, all pearly whites. You gonna see you like, oh yeah, he happy. You go like, he happy. Like, yes, I am. No shame in my game. I'm walking in that bitch. Everybody move out my way. I got somewhere to be. Get out my way. Yep, they sure do. So yeah, I got one in the city. We got one in the city. That's just down the street. Type shit. Pull up in the Rolex store like, hey, let's get it, big dog. We here. We here. Let's go. Yep, they sure do. Right there in Scottsdale. Locked in. Yep. So I'm going right down the street, homie. Right down the street. And I'm bringing y'all with me. You hear me? Y'all coming with me.
What is she doing with the 911? That's supposed to be inside of the garage. Yeah, Les been going crazy. She been driving all the vehicles, getting all of the decorations. Snaps. I think I got some new iPhones. What's up, Les? How you feel, baby?
Tired.
You tired? About to go to Taekwondo?
Yeah.
I'm being told this is Limu Emu from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance. And
I drove them.
Oh, you been driving them?
Now you gotta put them back.
Why I gotta put them back? You been driving them? What are you about to drive right now?
My car.
You didn't go to school today, so what did you drive? You ain't driving them
I
today?
did go to school today.
You didn't go to your first classes.
For real?
I left a message for your big head too. You can't just do what you want to do when you want to do it. I just want to let you know that.
You literally said.
I didn't say you can skip school. I didn't. I said we could talk about it in the morning.
You didn't call me.
You didn't call me either. Let's see what Rita is watching.
It's okay.
Law and Order. Is that what you've been watching? Are you sick? Oh, so you're not sick. How was it?
What's up, Carrie?
I'll be downstairs opening my iPhones. It really did.
Right, that's pretty much what he had with it. I'm gonna see. Let me see if I can find something else. Kind of got me a little hype a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Got me a little hype. You know what I'm saying? Got me a little hype. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Why? Let's go. No, we don't want that. Let's see. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. Let me see if we can find. Let's see if we can find another one. I expect to be done this early, so We got time. We got time for another one. We got time for another one. Ooh, yeah. Man, y'all missed my jam. Y'all missed my jamming earlier, man, in the beginning of the show. I was jamming out over here. When he put this, did he post that shit? I wonder did he post the other one that when he was going in? Let me see. You know what? No, you know what? Let's rock in. We want to see him. We want to see him cook a little bit. No. Interesting. Here we go. You know what? It's kind of on the money stage, but talking about some scammers. Let's get it.
You're trying to get a bunch of equipment. He actually did obtain phones from the number, which is about $7,000 in loss on our part. Yeah, so 4 tablets, 3 phones.
On July 16th, 2025, officers with the Lady Lake Police Department in Florida responded to an Xfinity store after reports of a man allegedly using fake IDs to buy Apple products. But what first looked like a simple fraud call would soon unfold into a multi-state identity scam.
Hey, listen.
Tens of thousands.
I was waiting. You know what? Should I go to that one, Bull City? Cause bro, I ain't gonna hold you. He was cooking it. He was cooking this morning. I was like, God damn. He was cooking this morning, bro. He was straight up cooking. That shit, I don't know what the hell that was. That shit took him all the way left. You know what? Let's see if we can go to that one. See now you got me want to go to it. Now you got me want to go to it. That was today. Yeah, I was earlier this morning. Let's go. Let's see if we can go to it. Because that was going all the way to fuck off. But when was this? That wasn't today, was it? Nah, this wasn't today. Let me see if I can find it. It should already popped up for me. Doug and Bish. Here we go. No, he right there. All right, here we go. He about to go the fuck off.
All right, we in there. We in there like swimwear. Black people, what are you waiting for? No. I'm looking at the land and it's cheap as fuck, right? The land is cheap. Are you waiting for somebody to come in and fix it up for you? Or are you going to do it yourself and take control of your communities? Because see, what I hear people say on a regular basis is, oh my God, they gentrifying. Oh my God, we don't own nothing. Oh my God, wait a minute. They coming in and buying everything up and moving us out. What the fuck you waiting for? Y'all sat here and told me that the cost is too high for housing and homes Why aren't you buying the land and figuring out how to do it and build your communities up yourself?
I do want to ask that question though. Why do y'all think it's so hard for the Black community to go out and actually buy up the block? Because I personally, let me be 110% honest when I say this. I don't think it's a conditioning anymore. I think it's just pure lazy. I think it's just pure laziness. People don't want to go the extra mile. People don't want to put in the extra work anymore. They just want somebody to do it for them. They don't want to learn shit. They don't want to learn anything new. They'll talk about it. They hear a lot of videos on TikTok. They hear a lot of people on Instagram. And one of the things I used to do this shit all the time too, and I had to get away from it. I used to always try to listen to these motivational videos like, oh man, I just gotta get fucking pumped, and then I end up not doing shit. I end up not doing any goddamn thing. Until I realized that somebody told me one day, it was the reason that it's not the fact that you need the motivation. It's just not a priority for you. Because what you make a priority, you're going to do regardless. So if my priority is to make sure whatever I do, whatever amount of money that I make sure that I invest all of my money first, whether it's to the brokerage account or wherever the case may be. I make sure that I'm doing that first. I'm taking care of the priority first. I prioritize that. I make that my discipline. I make sure that that's the first thing that I do each and every single time. Because it ain't about the motivation. I had to learn how to just do shit. I had to learn how to just start doing it. Stop getting motivated to do it. Like, nah, fuck the motivation. Just do the shit. And it's the same thing when I started the YouTube channel. I just started doing it. I didn't need motivation to do the shit. It was just, listen, I know what I want. I know why I want to do it. I know on the long-term side, I know the benefit that I can get from doing this shit. So why not do it? Was it a learning curve in the beginning? 110% it was. It was a big-ass learning curve. Learning how to do this shit, learning how to set it up, learning how to produce this shit on the back end, the whole setup, all that shit. I had to learn how to do it. And still learning to get better and better at it, right? But when it comes down to this whole this Black people mentality, and this is why I told people before, somebody asked me the other day, he's like, bro, why don't you make your ebook for free? I said, the reason I don't make it for free is because people aren't going to take it serious. That's why I charge. And I don't even charge a lot for the ebook, for the Earn While You Say ebook. It's literally a basic ass version of what Anton teaches in his Patreon. It's just the basics of getting you started, getting you on the right path. Because that's what I did. I got myself on the right path, and then I learned as I go. And I'm learning as I go and continue to keep investing my money. And I'm making more money as I continue to do it. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to learn new skills. Everybody want to scam. Everybody want to be on EBT. Don't nobody want to fucking work, just like the Gen X guy said. Don't nobody want to fucking work anymore. Nobody wants to put in the effort. They want everybody to save them. Woe is fucking me. And then when somebody like myself or Bull City or Anton Daniels calls you out on your shit, now all of a sudden, oh, nigga, you just think you all that. Nah, bro, I don't, because, nigga, I used to think like you. I used to have the mindset that you have. But I realized that ain't nobody gonna come help me. I can cry, hoop, and holler, woe is me all fucking day. I can go protest with everybody. I can call off work and go protest with everybody. Have a big ass sign up. Pay us what you owe us. Pay us what? Pay us. Like the WNBA. Pay us what you owe us. Pay us what you owe us. But they ain't got shit to prove for why you need to get paid more. And all, on top of that, what they gonna pay you with? They ain't making no fucking money. But you so focused on trying to get paid more money, but you ain't putting in no effort. You just want shit handed to you. Man, what about reparations? Man, fuck that shit. Go and get your bread, dog. It's a lot of money out here, bro. It's a lot of money going. It's a lot of money out this bitch. And you just leaving it on the fucking table. Because you worried about the fucking government. Talking about EBT. And mind you, the government ain't the one paying you, nigga. It's the taxpayers that's paying you that shit. Get an honest group. Get an honest group together. Yep, investors, a plumber, an electrician, a carpenter, and an HVAC guy. Start an LLC that divides the equity and do like 4 houses at a time to make it worthwhile for your stake. Exactly, bro. And listen. I'll even add another one to it. I'll get a real estate agent too. I'll get somebody who has a real estate agent's license, so they have all the access and they can go and get all of that shit. And so they got all the access to what's coming up, what's on before it even hit the fucking market. So you can buy out the block before it even get listed. Kelly, what you mean both things can exist? What do you mean? Don't nobody handing out chances you have to take. That's what I'm saying, bro. You got to go and get yours, bro. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait for somebody to come help me. No, I can help myself. I'm good. I'm an able-bodied person.
Who you waiting for? Because see, now this is how I remove all of the excuses because I don't want to hear it. Everybody keep this only.
Yeah, see, exactly, Bull City. When you're a realtor, hey, you right in there. You right there. That's easy. That's easy work for you. So now you get all the access. You get all the access to the homes that don't nobody even know about yet. So them hoes leave the market. You buying them hoes off the block before they hit the list, before they even get listed. Boom, already paid for. You done already went through a 21-day. You done went through a whole 21-day situation. Everything, man. Shit's wild.
Good because you made it that way. This is your land. This is your communities. They're selling it for cheap. They're giving it away. They're giving it away, and you gonna sit here and complain. And then somebody like me and all of my corporate friends, we gonna get together and we gonna buy that shit up. We gonna turn it into something else, and then you're gonna be acting like you missed out on something. Why y'all not taking care of your own communities? Why you not policing your own communities? Why you not building up homes and then saying or buying the land and saying, you know what? Because all I did was get curious. I went down a rabbit hole. I said, you know what? I posed a hypothetical question. Man, if I would move anywhere, where would the opportunity be? Man, I hear Memphis is an opportunity. It's right in Tennessee. They don't have any income taxes. Nashville is already booming. Memphis is all black. They got good food, barbecue, or whatever. The market is depressed. Why ain't people buying up the land so that they can then build their communities and come together like they say that they want to do all of the time? If you're telling me that you can't get together $15,000, then you ain't even in a position to have this conversation with me anyway. Mm-hmm. So now we remove the excuses and we say, well, why ain't you building up your own communities? It's cheap as fuck.
What happens if my dad
and also to add on to that though, that's why I am huge on the people that I keep around me. That is why I am huge about the people that I keep in my circle. People who are moving forward, people who are trying to do something with themselves, not people who just standing around complaining about everything, about what the government is doing. I don't want to be around that shit, bro. Like, listen, bro, how can we help each other get to the place of where we're trying to go? How can I help you? How can you help me? How can we help each other? What is it that we can do? What is it that I'm lacking that you can help me in, and vice versa? That's what I'm about. Because if your mindset is on some other bullshit, bro, I don't care. I don't care, bro. Cool, yeah, you can shoot the shit sometimes. It's cool, but other than that, bro, I'm trying to get to it. I'm trying to get to it, and I am doing a really good job at switching my mindset from doing all the other bullshit. I'm being 110% honest with you. I don't know when the last time I actually just went out just to go fucking out. Because I really don't want to. Because to be honest, if I'm going to be 110% honest with you, bro, I'm trying to get to a position where I can do this shit every single night. Jump on here every single night, kick it with y'all, and honestly get to a point where I can do this shit every morning too. That's what we're trying to. That's gonna be the ultimate goal. Doing this shit every day. On the back end, I'm working on different sponsors. I'm reaching out to different sponsors right now. You know what I'm saying? So we can try to get to a bag. Like, bro, I'm not leaving no bag on the table. I'm done. I'm done trying to wait. Like, oh, bro, just wait till you get your followers up. Nope. I'm finna do I'm doing research. I'm looking at what companies are actually interested in micro creators who are on the rise, who are growing, who are building, who's being consistent, and the numbers are consistently going to fuck up. Nope, we reaching out. Call it begging if you want to. Nah, bro, we chasing bags. And that's what we doing. We chasing bags, but we also adding value too. We're not just chasing bags, just chasing bag. We're adding value too. And while everybody's sitting back complaining, hooping and hollering, guess what? We gonna be getting money. We gonna be investing money. We gonna continue to keep growing our pot, and then we gonna be making other investments. We gonna be investing to other people's businesses. We gonna be investing into real estate. We gonna be investing, and we gonna continue to get to an even bigger bag. That's a fact. That is a fact. I know I have 10 friends that will loan me 1,000 a piece without having to explain anything. I need 1,000. How you wanted to win? Exactly. That's what you need. That's what you need right there. And also and one thing I also learned too, that you can't be afraid to talk about money. You can't be afraid to talk about money. Even if you don't have it, you can't be afraid to talk about money, because you never know what the next person may know that's going to help you get out of the position that you may be in. Because let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all actually know? I know y'all bad chasers know, but I'm asking the people who aren't bad chasers. How many of y'all actually know that it's better to have a brokerage account than it is a traditional savings account? How many of y'all actually know that? And why? I want y'all to answer that for me. Do you know what the reason is better for you to have a brokerage account versus just having a traditional savings account, or putting your money in the mattress? Without me telling you. Because I'm pretty sure everybody who out here talking about, oh, well, I make 100, I make 6,000, I make six figures a year. Okay, well, that's fine and dandy, but how much are you worth in investments though? How much are you worth in investments? What does your assets look like? You can be a 6-figure earner all day, but guess what? I know somebody that's a $50,000 earner, and guess what? They're close to being a millionaire. So what's your point? Give a fuck if you make $6,000. Give a fuck if you make 6 figures. I really don't. That's what you earn, but that ain't what you keep. Because guess what? Most people typically do. They get 6 figures. They make more money because they went from a $60,000 a year job, and then they go to $100,000 a year. And next thing you know, guess what they go and do? They go and buy the new AMG. They go and get all the most expensive purses, or clothes, or whatever the case, or they go buy this most expensive car. They move out of the house that they were in beforehand, and boom, they're gonna put themselves in a more expensive condo and they're gonna keep on. Guess what they're gonna continue to keep doing? Putting themselves in fucking debt. And they ain't gonna have shit after their paycheck, because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. Higher savings over a period of time and return. And it's liquid too. Joe. So if in any emergency case that you may need that money, it's easily accessible. Easily accessible. Yep. That's a fact. Hold on, what I do?
$5,000, $7,000, $5,500 for a vacant lot. $4,500, $6,200. If you live in Memphis, if you live in this community, if you live in this surrounding area, why ain't y'all getting together and building up y'all community? And see, this is why I don't be having no respect for people, because they sit here and they gaslight us and they try to make it seem like, oh no, listen, it is this and it's that. Then we don't have no opportunity and housing is too high. It's right there. It's right there. I might go over there and buy some shit just because I feel like it, just to illustrate a point. I don't even know nothing about Memphis. All I did was go down a rabbit hole. Then I went and looked up some basketball games. Then I said, hey man, what is it to do in Memphis? Then I went over to Zillow and said, okay, well, what's happening over there? And now I'm looking at it and I'm saying, well, y'all got this shit for dirt cheap because y'all done ran the prices into the ground. Who you waiting to go in there and buy it for you? Who you waiting to go buy it for you? It's only the hood because you made it that way. Where you see depression, I see economic opportunity. You see depression, but no, you're going to wait till somebody go in there and make it expensive. Because the one thing I know about black people is that they don't want it unless somebody else told them that it was expensive. They don't want it unless somebody else tell them that it's expensive. All of y'all around all of the fucking world and all of this country, and you sit here and you complain about what's happening.
You said the question is, what is the price on materials, though? You mean as far as for building the houses?
In y'all communities, and you can make that shit safe. Who you waiting for? Who are you waiting for?
Because if you talk about materials for building a house, it just depends on what you're trying to spend. Because if you want the best of the best, you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to ante up. You're gonna have to come out of pocket. But if you try to get the cheapest of the cheap, then you know you're gonna come to some risks. You'll buy it up and sit on it. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. I would buy it. I would build on it though. I would definitely build on it though. I'll put people in there. I'll put people in the houses. But also understanding what's coming to though. What's going to be coming into the surrounding area. I'll pay attention to that. Because anywhere where there's a school, and like on Bull City said earlier, a hospital, hey, listen, put them in the house. Put them in the house. Anywhere where there's a school, or a military base, put them in the house. A military base, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have somebody in there. You pretty much going to have somebody in there all the time. So that's one good thing about having being in the military area too. What square footage we talking? 1,200 square foot. Speed runs like 150 a square foot for average level construction. Yeah, it is cheaply made.
You right in the middle of the United States of America. You have one of the best locations as far as away from major climate and major disruptions in climate in the United States of America. And you're sitting here complaining, but you're not doing nothing about it. Y'all got all this money for homes.
Man, listen, they're building so many of those over here. The little tiny homes, boy, every damn corner there's one. I ain't gonna lie though. I thought about it for a minute. I really did. I said, listen, man, ain't no reason for me to be in this house. I can rent this bitch off and move into the tiny house, move into one of the little tiny houses. I ain't gotta worry about all the extra shit that come with it. All I gotta do is worry about just make sure that the rent is paid. Be straight. Be straight. The house will be rented out. Like I said, it won't be an issue. Because there's always somebody gonna need a job because they built several warehouses over here. They just built the database over here too. The Air Force base is not too far from here. Schools, elementary, middle, and high schools are nearby. Hospitals near. I think the hospital is probably about 5 minutes away from here. Man, listen, bro, we Gucci. We Gucci, you hear me? What state is he talking about? He talking about Memphis, Tennessee.
All this money for the club. You spend $1,000. Listen, these niggas spend $1,500 for some jeans. You can't wait to get your money You niggas don't even know who own Chrome Hearts. Y'all don't even know who own Chrome Hearts.
Build a website you love with Wix.
Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh man, listen, man, Chrome, 1,500 for the jeans, 1,000 for the sneaks, this and that, this and that. You know why I don't mind something like that? Because I actually buy the properties and I actually build the land. Doing all of this shit, it's dirt right up under you. They don't make no more of this. They don't make no more land. It's right there under your feet in your community. Memphis is a predominantly black city. Memphis is a predominantly black city.
Oh, okay,
if you live in Memphis, but you sitting out here talking about the affordability crisis, who you waiting to do it for you? If black people got so much economic power to see y'all sit there and talk about boycotting Target, but where you putting your dollars at? You always want to buy some shit. You got to buy makeup. You got to buy eyelashes. You got to buy all of this shit. You won't buy nothing that's going to actually benefit your kids. Somebody said, well, to add context, you have to make sure that the lots is buildable. Nigga, you can go online and figure that out. They'll tell you the connection is at the, I'm not going to tell you all of the plays, but they'll tell you what y'all waiting for. If y'all so powerful, if you're so great, if you getting so much money, I could literally trade this in and fucking buy 10 lots right now in Memphis. This is 10 lots in Memphis.
Man, listen, hell yeah, that money stretched. Fam, during the pandemic, bro, during the pandemic, all of those people that lived in California who moved out here, that's why one of the reasons why the market went crazy over here during the pandemic, because all those people came from California. They was buying fucking houses at an expensive fucking rate, talking anything above $550,000 for a house, because they had it, because they sold their homes in California. Man, listen, that shit was going crazy. That shit was going crazy. I'm like, hey man, y'all need to stop moving here, man. Y'all need to go somewhere else, bro. Y'all need to go somewhere else. Get out of here. You don't need to come here. Go to North Dakota or something. Go to Montana. Go out there and spend your money over there, bro. Y'all don't be coming over here. We don't want Arizona. We don't want Arizona to be the new Las Vegas or the new California. No, we do not. We do not. I don't want it to be that. Absolutely not. Nope. Stop moving here. Stop. No, move. Go to New Mexico or something. Stay out of here. Stay out of Arizona, man.
10 lots in Memphis. I can go and buy 10. I can go and sell this shit and go buy 10 of y'all niggas lots right now. But you're going to see another nigga doing it, develop y'all cities. And then you're going to sit there and complain why they coming in here gentrifying us. Why they coming in here gentrifying us? That's why I don't believe y'all. I don't believe that you truly got no power. You will sit here and complain online and take your tax return and don't do shit with it. Don't do nothing with it.
You better go buy one of them tiny houses then, Joe. You better go buy one of them tiny houses. Better go buy one of them tiny houses.
Complain, whine, blame the white man, won't fix up your schools, won't become a part of the tax base, and won't fix up your communities. Ain't nobody got no initiative. Ain't nobody got no interest. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Everybody just talking.
Yep.
My man's just told me they about to build data centers in Memphis. They fucking about to build data centers in Memphis. Are y'all crazy? Do you not know what that's going to do? They're buying up the land to build goddamn data centers in Memphis. NVIDIA, OpenAI, Elon Musk and them, they building fucking data centers in Memphis. What you think that that's going to do to the property value? But no.
Listen, y'all, when I tell you I can go in my bedroom, I can look out the window and I can see the data center that they just built. They got, it's the data center, it's the UPS, and it's the Amazon warehouse. So literally Amazon warehouse, UPS warehouse, and then you got the data center right there next to it. crazy as fuck. Then you go down a couple of X's from where I'm from. They're building another data center down there. That shit's wild. Man, that shit's crazy.
No. Don't listen to me.
Lie. That's cap.
Y'all rather be out here talking about dick and pussy all day. Y'all rather be sitting here complaining about the white man. You can't wait to go in somebody's chat and try to figure it out. Okay, well, here it is right there in front of you. I just showed it to you. Fix up your own community. Predominantly black city. Fix up your own community. Don't go on vacation. Don't go and trick off on a hoe. Save your roof Chris money. Go and build up your own land. Go and build up your own community. Buy that shit. Figure it out. It may be a long-term play. You may not be able to build a house because you don't have the capital to do it right away. But you can parse that shit out.
Like it right outside. Like
you just do it brick by brick. You go get you a second job. Listen. You don't want to know the real way to do it. I'm gonna tell you the real way to do it. I'm gonna just have a real talk with you right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I shouldn't do it. Nope. Because you're not a bag chaser. You're not a Patreon member. You're not a bag chaser. You're not a Patreon member. You're not a bag chaser. I'm sorry. I can't tell you that. To do a lot survey is a couple $1,000. To do the excavation, listen, it's not harder than you. It's not as hard as you think it is. It's not as hard as you think it is. You don't have no imagination. You don't think from an abundance mindset. All you think about is what you can't do. I'm about to do a whole Patreon on Memphis. I'm about to go to Memphis, do some research, and I'm about to do a Patreon. Let me call my people.
I think overall though, I think people are actually willing though. Cause I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot of people just be talking. I think a lot of people just be talking. They just want to be heard. Like I said before, woe is me. They don't want to do nothing for real. They complain. They complain about gentrification. Oh, they doing something to the neighborhood. Okay, so what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna be a Wilson Wright, just over there peeking over the damn hood like this. What you got going on over there, big dog? But yeah, I don't think people really want. I think people just want to complain. They don't want to make no change for real. They want people to do it for them. I think that's exactly what it is. The people who actually want to make change, they actually get to it. They're not complaining. They understand the situation that they are in. And it's like, all right, look, how do we get out of the situation? Instead of complaining about where I'm at, it's like, all right, how do we get out of this situation? What can we do to make sure that we can catapult ourselves forward? What is it that we need to do? What things do we need to let go of? So that way we can make sure that we're straight on the other end. But a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to complain. Let's be real. That's why I'm an action first guy. I'm an action first and I learn as I go. Because if I don't take the action, I ain't gonna do it. If I don't take the action right then, I think that's why I've programmed myself. If I believe in something or somebody tells me something that I believe that can benefit me, I don't wait. I jump on it right then and there. I jump on it right then and there. I don't wait. I don't think. I don't sit there and ponder on it. I jump right on it because I train myself to do that because I know back when I used to, when I sat back and just pondered on it, I never did it. I was like, oh, I'm going to get to it. But then I never did it. So that's why typically I just jump to it. Like, I bet I'm going to get on that shit today. Or I'm going to get on that shit in the next 5 minutes. I'm going to hop on it real quick. Or at least get started on it. Or whatever that is. Exactly, Joe. Yep, dishonesty has to go. Integrity needs to improve for a group venture to prosper. Yep, I agree. Needs to be full on integrity. I gotta be able to trust you, bro. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta jump. A lot of time, man, just jump on it. You can learn this. You can learn the shit as you go. When you start to think too much, then you start to overthink. Then you end up not doing the shit anyway. That's why I try to tell one of my good friends. He's really big on trying to perfect shit. I said, hey man, fuck that. Just do it. You learn as you go, dog. You learn the shit as you go. You get better over time. I don't give a fuck how perfect you want your shit to be. It's not going to be as perfect as you want it to be. So why the fuck you wait for it to be perfect? Just get started. Just do the shit. You get on it, and now you're already immersed in it. So it's like, all right, well shit, I'm here now. So I might as well keep going. Ain't no reason for me to stop. I've been doing it for this fucking long. So how the fuck I'm gonna stop now? Why the getting's good? So I'm gonna keep on going. And you find new meaning in it. Exactly. The mission before the individual. Exactly. It's all about the program. That's what it's about. And that shit goes for everything. Relationships, business relationships, friendship, it's the program, bro. Ain't nobody bigger than that. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can be fucking, I don't give a fuck who you are. You can be superstar, you can be Barack Obama himself. Nope. If you ain't bigger than the program, nope. No, sir. You good. Thigh-to-thigh action. Thigh-to-thigh action, Obama. Leg cross and all. Nope. You ain't bigger than the program, homeboy. You have 10 people. I don't even trust 10 people. You said you don't even trust 10 people? That's crazy. Listen, Joe. Like, what you mean you don't trust 10 people? You gotta get it together, man. What type of people you be attracting? What kind of people you be attracting around you, man? But no, at the end of the day, though, I'm not gonna make excuses for nobody else. You either gonna do it or you're not. If you truly care about your community, as no matter what your community is, the black community, whatever, if you truly care about your community, you're gonna do what you need to do to make sure that you guys are in the best position. You're going to sacrifice certain things. You ain't going to be for the bullshit. You really going to be putting back into your community. You really going to be investing back into your community. You're going to be buying up the block. You're going to be getting together with certain people. Listen, bro, I just went on Zillow, man. I seen all of this land that's right down the street that we can invest in, that we can start owning today. So that way they won't come in this bitch and start buying up the block before we do. When we got an opportunity to do it and we got opportunity to make change, we can start owning shit. And building this up from the ground up. But a lot of people don't want to do that. You picky on your people, I feel you. Exactly. And so that's one of the things I'm big on. So, and that's another thing that I'm big on too. When people ask me questions right out the gate, it's like, nah, I don't have any questions right now because I don't know what question to ask you right now. So just let me get into it. And then I can ask questions as I go because I'm gonna start learning this shit. So like, all right, you told me you gave me the basics. All right, cool. You already got me the basics. I know how to do the basics. So now we're diving deeper. So now I'm gonna start having questions because now I'm hands-on. I'm actually doing this shit now. Like, oh, I didn't expect this. Or let me ask this subject matter expert what's going on here. Like, hey, I came across this. Have you ever come across this? And what would you do? And then boom, you get answers. You figure out how to do it. Boom, you just learn something new. I bet. Now I know what to do in this situation. Then you come across something else. Ask this question like, hey man, you ever come across this? Oh shit, no, I ain't never come across this. But guess what? He probably knows somebody that came across it too. Like, so now he make a call, say, hey, listen, man, this person I know, they just came across this shit. You ever come across this? Oh, yeah, man. All you gotta do is X, Y, and Z, 1, 2, 3, and then you be straight. Cool. Bet. So now both of y'all just learned something because not each one teach one. That man that he just called just told him some shit